Well. So I
All
think
right,
we're good to
John,
go.
yeah.
Okay, then I'll get started here. So first off, Corey and Elizabeth, thank you so much for your time today. Really do appreciate it. Wanted to start by kind of diving into your guys' process a bit because both of you go through some really moving stuff that's really authentic when it comes to trauma in the past in this season. I'm just curious how each of you found that authenticity because it definitely was something that really struck me as just being so honest.
Mm. Well, I mean, I don't want to speak for Corey, but or I don't want to speak for all humans, but I think once you get to a certain age, you have experienced, unfortunately, personal trauma. And so, or, or all of the relationships that you have with people, all the things that affect you. So being able to draw on that, although, you wish those traumas or tragedies didn't happen, of course, you have, what, once you get past a certain age, you just have a deeper well to
Yeah,
draw upon. And so you can reach into that and you can draw from it. And Chris Sheridan has given us the opportunity to do that in the writing and the care and attention that he puts towards our characters.
Agreed. I mean, that pain is real. It's you're drawing for it, you're pulling on it for that moment to be captured on film, but what your character is feeling is derived from something within you as a person. And you have to bring that pain to the forefront for it to appear authentic, because it is authentic in some way. I think a lot of people just think people, oh, they just get up there and you can just make yourself cry. Some people do that. That could be their process. I think you can tell when people are doing that. And you can tell when people are allowing a door to be opened somewhere inside of them that they keep locked for good reason.
Like I think it resonates more with the audience when they can tell it's really resonating with you.
For sure. Absolutely.
there we go. Well, you guys turned in some incredible work, so I appreciate that and appreciate those very
And
amazing
that's why we're a comedy.
Exactly. It's so funny. It was also hilarious. On that note, Tia, you're up.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel that comedians always do the best drama and the best feeling. So, but hi, my name is Tia from Geek Vibes Nation. Nice to meet
Hi,
both of
Tia.
you.
Nice to meet
Um,
you.
yeah. The partnership between Mike and Liv is like one of my favorite aspects of the entire show. I was a little like, Mike, why are you being so mean to Liv? But I'm glad it worked out, obviously. Can
Yeah.
you both kind of like just comment on what it's been like transforming your guys' partnership to kind of get to this point where it's not Mike being so mean to Liv, you know?
Yeah. Well, I know when we first started, Chris did tell me, Chris Sheridan, our showrunner, he did tell me, we are going to see bit by bit, season by season, Liv coming into her own and becoming stronger and sticking up for herself more and becoming more confident. And it's been lovely for me to sort of witness, but also be a part of, to see her becoming more confident and stronger. And it's also, I think, been nice for the audience. And I think it's also been really wonderful for all of us as the cast that we've had the opportunity with our characters. And in this instance, Mike and Liv, that we've had that opportunity to watch their arc and their relationship change.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I think that they've been to each other what each other has needed. I think the biggest difference between the two is Mike refused to acknowledge he needed anything. You know what I mean? You need him to figure something out. Oh, I can do it. Not well, but I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like it is, I think once he saw that, I think most people who are as bullish as Mike are very insecure. And I think Mike falls into that hook. That's how I've always viewed him myself. All of this stuff to appear big is because he's afraid of looking small. Now, does that excuse any of that
Hmm.
behavior? Absolutely not. However, there is a difference between an excuse and an explanation. And that's the explanation of Mike's behavior. And I think Deputy Liv's ability to get over that wall, get around that wall, get through that wall with him has allowed him to feel better about being vulnerable, which is what he, I think, hates the most, feeling vulnerable.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, we all love Mike. So
We got there, but I remember telling Chris in season 1, we can only do this shit for so long. You know that. Because he's an extremely likable character. And if we want Mike not to be an asshole for this entire run, at some point, we've got to create a dynamic here where we maintain his personality because he's not going to change. But we do have to find a different way to change that dynamic. And I think we landed it really well, honestly.
I do as well. Absolutely. John, back to you.
Certainly, yeah. And actually, as a bit of a follow-up to my last question there, since fans adore this show so much and pull so much from it, what do you hope audiences learn from Mike and Liv's journey this season?
That anything is possible. That if you think you know the dynamics of a certain relationship and you think that it isn't salvageable or isn't able to grow and become something healthier, then you're in for a surprise. And I think people have already seen that. People started to see that at the end of season 1, especially once she, stood up for herself and quit and kind of got the upper hand there for a bit. So, yeah.
I think for me, what I would want the audience to take away from it, and men in particular, like men, I'm talking to y'all right now, that it's okay to be wrong, that it's okay to have new information impact what you believe, to have new facts processed through your process and give you a different outcome. If you mix green and yellow, you're going to get a shade that is new. It's not like that's a bad example, actually. But the point that I'm trying to make is much of what Mike has been resistant to, quite frankly, is change. Change within himself, change of what he believes, change in how he sees how people are supposed to be with the dynamics of his relationship with Lena. All of these aspects of who he is has been challenged. And I think he reacted very poorly to that. But as time has moved on and has new information and new experiences have come into play, you're getting a new person because that's what people do. They evolve. And the wisest amongst us evolve the fastest. And I think Liv evolved very quickly, and Mike was stubbornly dragged into evolution.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I would say what I want the audience to take is that it's okay, guys. It's okay to change. Guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I really do. Well, that is all the time we have for today and all the questions I have. And I think that's all we had, just period. But thank you both so much for your time and for your beautiful insights.
Got it. Pleasure.
Thank
you so much.
you.
Thank you. Thanks, Tia. Bye.